So by the time this video will be uploaded, I will already be 25 years old. And it's mind-boggling to me because I have been on this earth for 25 years. I can actually remember the time when I was literally in middle school or like graduating from 8th grade and entering my freshman year or even entering my sophomore year. It's insane. I'm almost 25. I've been in high school for almost 7 years. But over the course of my life, there have been so many obstacles, but so many wonderful achievements that I have done in my lifetime. And to some, it may not be, all that, or it may not be, people may not be impressed by that. And I'll be honest, it is what it is. People have their own preference. It's fine. But overall, I'm really just proud of myself because there are actually people that don't even make it to 25. There have been even my non-disabled peers don't even make it past, they don't even make it to 21. That's how insane it is. And it shouldn't be the norm, but fortunately it is. I've been dealing with a lot, and the last time you have seen me on here, I was grieving. And I was grieving really, really bad, to the point where all of the motivation that I had was gone. And all of the energy that I had in me was just dropping. The person that I desired to be for this year disappeared when I lost Ruby. But, things have changed. It's a new month. It's March. And now I have a new love in my life. I thought it was too soon when I first saw her at the shelter. I thought maybe it's too soon, but the minute I saw the other dogs, they were cute, but the minute that I saw Lucy, I automatically knew she was the one. There was something special about her. And I know people had their reservations about the breeds, which unfortunately a lot of them don't really adopt those breeds, pit bulls, because of the negative stereotypes that were put on, right? Ooh, why am I spinning? But there were those negative stereotypes that were put on by people. I didn't care about that. And I had goals and I had the idea of what I wanted in a dog. But when I saw Lucy, those ideas went away. And eventually, do I still want a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel? Absolutely. But I just let God do God. God did what God does best, which was open my eyes to a lot of things. And I felt like God was speaking to me when I met Lucy. But I told my mom that I wanted her, and here she is. So I wish I could bring her here, but she is 54 pounds. And I'll probably link a picture of her where you could probably see where she is. But yeah, Lucy is lovely and she has been a joy, and she's adventurous, she's sweet, but most of all, she's just very, very loving. She brings joy to everyone, and she brings joy into my life. And that was something that I was praying for, during that grieving stage. And I'm grateful. And she has brought me out of my comfort zone. I was never really active. I wasn't active for a very long time, but she has gotten me out of comfortable positions that I was so afraid to get out of. But I'm really blessed to have her in my life, and especially around the time I'm getting another year older. And there are just a lot of good things in my life that I wish I can announce right now, but I can't. So I'm just going to leave it as a secret. As I look back on all of the years that I've been on this earth, from all the meltdowns that I had to all the, trouble, some of the trouble that I got when I was younger, to all of the people that I have met, even though I don't really talk to them anymore, and even if some that I fell out with, but I don't feel like I fell out with them. I think it's just that we're at a different place in our lives, and I, didn't make the connection, or we just grew apart. Things happen that way. But I don't regret meeting the people that were in my life. I don't regret not meeting them, because they're, people have their own personalities, and some people come into your life to teach you things that you have never thought you would learn ever, or probably wouldn't learn for probably a very long time. But I'm also grateful for the places that I've been. I've never been out of the country. That is on my list, but I have traveled. I have met so many wonderful people. Not even like the people that I know or like went to school with, but total strangers that I have connected with. Even like I give one compliment to someone, even though I'm very introverted, I'm so shy, but I'm also very awkward, and sometimes the right words just don't come out of my mouth. But I'm grateful that I'm able to actually put their smiles on their faces, even though some may be a little bit receptive of the compliments that I give them. But I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for even being on platforms that some people don't really get a chance to be on. Probably never, or not for a very, very long time. Or, how social media is now. It's not really hard, but I'm grateful to be around wonderful people. People that are in a higher bracket, or people that are on different levels. I'm so glad that I get to be around those people. One of those groups or organizations is Best Buddies. Best Buddies has definitely helped me out a lot in being a global ambassador for 3 years. 3 years after joining the organization in 2018. And I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory of this. I probably shared it in my last video. Actually, I did. But I joined Best Buddies just to get a job, without knowing the impact it would make on my life, without knowing that I could easily be a leader, without knowing that there was a global ambassador program, without even knowing that I could be traveling to California, I could be speaking in front of 3,000 people, without knowing that my face would be on the website. One of the first faces that you see when you click on leadership. You see my face, and a lot of people don't know it, but yeah, that picture was taken at my second leadership conference, and that's not something you can say every day. But all I can say is that is definitely God. God has placed Best Buddies in my life to make an impact on people and to bring inclusion into the world, which is my goal. My activism, my advocacy is to make the world an inclusive place, and to create the world that I want to live in, which is an inclusive environment filled with love, compassion, my peers, including myself, getting the rights that they deserve without the limits, and making sure it's accessible. And that is still the goal. That is still something I'm working on. And even if I'm making these videos, that is still something I want to work on. Because that's just the dream. It's the dream. And I really thank God for that. I thank God for all of the things that I have learned. And I always been curious. Curiosity is literally my middle name. And my love for reading, my love for learning new places, learning about different people from different walks of life, learning about different cultures, and just learning about a lot of different things. You know, I'm always open to learning and expanding my mind, and I still do that. Sometimes I do it in different capacities. Sometimes it's hard for me to read a book and look at a book for a very long time, but I still learn. You know why? Because different learning styles matter. But I'm grateful for that. But overall, 25 is just my year of wholeness. It's my year of becoming the person that God has called me to be and what God wants me to be, which is being my full, creative, outrageous, very awkward self. And slowly I'm getting there, and I have made mistakes along the way. I made a lot of mistakes this year, and do I regret them? Yes. But do I reflect from it and learn not to do it again? Absolutely. It may take a few times, but I'm gonna learn, because that's just how I am. But I am proud of the person I'm becoming. I am proud of the people that are in my life, especially my mother. Without my mother, I probably would have been stuck. She has been a pivotal influence in my life. Without her, I probably wouldn't have been comfortable in my autistic identity, because she was the one who actually knew that I was autistic before anyone else. When people were just wanted to doubt her because I wasn't talking, even though she knew there was something wrong, she decided to take the initiative and to get me that diagnosis that has actually made a difference in my life, but her life too. She did that, and she was able to get me into some of the best, into good schools, put me around great people. She was also able to be my biggest cheerleader. It's even when the things that I want don't go my way, and even when I have those meltdowns, she's always there. And I can't say that I wouldn't be here now, you know, without her. You know, she birthed me almost 25 years ago, and she was actually my age right now, 24, when she had me. So I'm grateful for that 24-year-old woman that birthed me March 22nd, 1998 in Norfolk, Virginia. I forgot the name of the hospital, but I'm grateful for that woman who took the chance to actually take care of me, you know, got out the military and risked being stationed to Italy just to give me a better chance at life. I'm grateful for her. And of course, I'm grateful for my father. He spent 20 years in the military, and he does the best that he can to make sure that I'm taken care of. You know, it's hard, and I know I don't really talk about my father like that. Things like, you know, broken relationships and relationships that are not perfect can be hard to talk to, especially when there's like an image you want to maintain. But my brand is honesty, transparency, and that's what I'm going to give to you. And we're not completely there yet, but I'm grateful for him. You know, he was 21 years old when I was born, but he was able to be the best father that he can be. And for that, I'm very grateful. But overall, 24 was my year of blooming, because after I graduated high school, I was scared. In my childhood, I was scared, but I knew in me that there was something special. I just had to push myself out of it. But now I am fully out, and I'm going to be me, whole, full, confident, creative, and as quirky as it can get. Trust me, I'm as quirky as it can get. And trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. So, what message do I want you guys to take out of this? If you're wondering, if you're at a place in life where you don't feel that you are in the position that you want to be, or you're not living the life that you want to be. All right, so apologies for the last part that got cut off because my phone decided that it was full. So it cut off at the best part. But of course, losing my train of thought after talking about the best part, I just kind of wanted to conclude this video with the fact that I am proud of myself. 25 years that I'm able to still be on this earth, even with all of the challenges and the setbacks I have made. But I'm proud that I'm still the quirky person that I am, but I still have morals, and I still have the values that was instilled in me, and I'm just doing it in my different way. So cheers to being 25, and cheers to another year of growth, opportunities, and adventure. Jada out.